Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. We are back another week later.
Guys.
Hitting y'all with another review.
Yes.
We are on the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is episode 25, y'all. We caught back up now at this point. So this is the latest episode. Let's go ahead and knock it out, y'all. Let's get into it. So Sierra and Zel hang out, and
he said he's still waiting on the court date.
Exactly. He's still waiting to figure it out. And because of him waiting on this court date, he's unable to travel, which means he missed going to the VMAs with Santana, who got nominated. Saucy Santana, y'all know at this point, who got nominated for a VMA. Zel feels bad because Santana had already warned him about hanging with particular people that was in his circle. And because of these particular people in his circle, he missing out on certain things.
I.e. Erica.
Y'all know.
Minna.
Exactly. And because of this situation, he wants to try to make it up to him and throw him a birthday party. We gonna see how that works out. Shak got a funeral home, y'all. Did y'all know that? Look, people gonna be forever dying. That's a lucrative business. I might even look into a cemetery. You think you could create a new cemetery?
What?
You're not listening.
She got a funeral home, not a cemetery.
I know that. I said that's a good look because people forever die, and I might look into a cemetery.
You want to buy some space for
to create a cemetery? I can imagine the permits you got to go through for that. You. And probably got to even take a course or some shit to figure out how you keep stacking people on top of people. Like, because I don't care what nobody say. They done already said people getting stacked on top of. Do you ever go to a cemetery and they say it's filled to capacity, like the parking lots be? Mm-hmm. Nope. Either way, go ahead,
Shakana. Bodies on top of each other.
Exactly. I think they popping them hoes right up out the damn 6 feet because they show us at 6 feet under. And then after y'all done left, they dig them right back up, ready for the next person. Oh, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Y'all better stick to cremation. Shak and Kendra talk about his baby mama, Gloria, and her wanting to meet Kendra now that, the temperatures have cooled down. Everybody's in a better mood or whatever. They're having a conversation again, calmly. Kendra still feels the same way. She does not want to meet Gloria. Kendra, I'm confused on why you brought it up if it was gonna be the same thing. You told him that shit when y'all went at it. He got it right then and there that you did not want to meet this woman.
Yeah.
So for you to bring it up again, why? It's the same fucking thing. Unless you was finna come with some meeting him in the middle.
I'm willing. I'm open.
You didn't do that. You said no. Your old bones. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to meet her. You are the liaison for this situation with you and your daughter.
She's already been the liaison.
And she don't want no parts of it. It was an unnecessary conversation, if you ask me.
Agreed.
She's invited, her and Shak both, or maybe she, is invited to Saucy Santana's birthday party that Zel is hosting for him or whatever that's doing for him. However, Shak is concerned about going because of the Vlad interview that he had. If y'all ain't seen it, go on, because Vlad get in folks' business. About him saying that he does not want to perform at a gay club or perform for the LGBTQ plus
all male audience.
He said all male, but on that Vlad interview, he made it seem like it was like the whole, just the community as a total. If it was an LGBTQ plus marketing or some type of event going on, he will not be there. That's what I got from the Vlad interview. So he says he's a little concerned about going to Saucy's party because of that. He doesn't want to be approached about, his comments that he made. He doesn't have an issue with gay people. He just doesn't feel comfortable performing in those spaces. Mm-hmm. And That just is what
and
it is.
that's okay, Jock.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Spice has a tea party.
It was cute.
It was. When I saw it, I was like, damn, me and Drake need to go. Because you know they got tea houses around Atlanta. My mama would like that shit. She would. You think your mama will try it?
She'll try it.
I think it's because of the dress up your mama coming. I can see your mama
Girl,
with
my
a hat.
mama would be ready.
With the I can see it.
If it's
it would
anything
be nice.
to dress up, she ready.
It'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And they're at the tea party. It's Yandy, it's Rennie, it's I said Spice and Rashida. Mm-hmm. Is Shekinah there?
Nope, it's Spice, Sierra, Rennie, Rashida, and Yandy.
There we go, Sierra. They talk about dating. Who's dating? Sierra dating. Sierra is dating, and they caught a picture of her kissing some man in the elevator. And you know, they checking up on that, like, what's tea? And I'm dating. That's all that is. That's okay. It. Well, Yandy, let's raise tea to Rennie. I thought that was cute. It was like, raise teacups to Rennie. Let me dish the tea on Rennie. Yandy talks about the meeting that Rennie and Erica was supposed to have, but didn't have, and their whole little situation and how they need to make up. I'm so over that. Spice tells the ladies that she's been having a lot of health issues, and she had another
hernia surgery.
Yeah, she had another hernia surgery. I was trying to think, did she have it already?
No, she said she had a hernia surgery coming up.
Blood withdrawal because her organs are now failing. Mm-hmm. That's some serious shit.
It is.
You need to slow down, take a moment. Mm-hmm. And of course everybody's emotional about it. Mm-hmm. But because of this, she's gearing up. She wants to have a celebration of life. This will mark a year since she's had her issue in the DR. Had her surgery and all of that in the DR. And the ladies I think she said she wanted to invite Carly, or the ladies asked about inviting Carly.
Asked about her.
Yeah, the ladies asked about inviting Carly. Spice ain't really with it. They just keep advocating for them to come together. And Spice says she'll write her a letter to be able to express her feelings, because every time she get around her, she just feel like she can't never get everything out that she wants to say. That's a you problem, Spice. You be getting so fucking mad and so up in arms. We'll talk about it later.
It definitely is.
It's a you problem. Mm-hmm. But that's what she's going to do. We don't know if she's going to come to this celebration, though. She's going to write a letter.
A letter?
You could have wrote me a song. That's what you could have did.
I think it's great to write letters and songs and poems to express yourself to someone. But with Carly, I think that you just need to have a little bit more self-control. And I think you need to learn how to express yourself a little bit better.
You do.
But if the letter is going to help you do that, then let's just see how that go.
We surely will see. It moves on to Jessica, Saucy, Santana, and Chaotic wind up meeting up. And Vladimir, y'all, if you know him, you know him. I was shocked to see him. You done lost a whole lot of damn weight, dude. The one that came in with Saucy. Mm-hmm. Erica and Chaotic are having issues. And because they having issues, players gonna play. And he took this moment to flirt with Jessica. Mm-hmm. And, he's checking Jessica's temperature, trying to see what you on or whatever. But Jessica already know what you got going on. She ain't with that bullshit.
She don't want it.
So, that is chaotic.
Like chaotic straight. Like, no, ain't with it, ain't happening. Okay, check yourself.
Jessica is a lot more than what we thought.
Yes,
you definitely came on with the coy, quiet.
She's time enough for Cannon. I can see how that was working out. She speaks up for herself.
She does. She has no problem doing that. Mm-hmm. They also talk about Jessica and Chaotic. This is before Saucy got there. But Jessica and Chaotic, they talk about how Jessica wanted Saucy to be on y'all remember the whole episode where she through Zel, invited Saucy to the studio, and Saucy said he did not want to get on the song or whatever.
Right.
So they talk about that. Ultimately, Saucy shows up, And they talk about Jessica. He talks about pretty much why he did not hop on the show. Mm-hmm. I mean, hop on the song. Before I do anything with somebody, I want to get to know them. Mm-hmm. I want us to know each other, not just me hop on something. And I've been working with Chaotic. I want us to all have a joint studio session and do something together. Because Chaotic is very, talented.
He is.
He is. Like, ultimately, that appreciate me. People vibed out for a moment. Like, not a moment, for a minute, actually.
He's talented. I like how Jessica apologized to Santana for kind of putting him in a pressuring situation where he felt like he was, put on the spot to be on her song or not. You knew the ambush wasn't gonna work, and it didn't work in your favor.
And I think you probably thought because one, Zel was there, his support system, but also having Bangladesh there, I think maybe you thought that was gonna be a plus or whatever the situation is. But I'm really starting to realize more and more as I'm watching this show. Saucy, I like you. I like you, Santana. I like your standing on business. I have certain morals. I really thought it was just all hot girl summer with you because we know some morals that your best friend might have at the moment that they're talking about. We don't really know her like that, but we know what they're saying. And you just, birds of a feather flock together. So I kind of thought you was on a fuck 'em, leave 'em. If you got the money or not, it is what it is. And although that is something you saying, I'm also realizing like you got a little bit more substance than what I thought. Not trying to say you didn't have substance because it sounds rude, huh? A little bit. I'm trying to use better verbiage. Like I think I never really thought much of you, but now certain situations that you're in and how you're expressing yourself, it makes me think of you. Maybe
Santana got that same mindset, just how he said he married to the money.
I don't doubt that. Yes, you are, but I like you, Saucy. You cool. Saucy tells them that Zel wants to have a birthday party for him, but he ain't really excited because he don't like Zel's friends. Point blank in the period, he wants to invite them, and that the issues that he's having is really starting to cause a bad look. Like maybe it's starting to affect him and what he has going on or whatever the situation is. On top of him not being able to go to the VMAs, that did piss him off. He was upset about that. They also talk about Jock's. They talk about Jock's comments on the Vlad interview or whatever, and Saucy feels like he's just ignorant because he doesn't know. He's not trying to learn clearly or whatever, and because how straight men are when it comes to gays, they don't want to be classified a certain way if they around gay men or whatever. How some straight men are, because all straight men ain't like that.
Right.
They sit around and be just fine with a gay
Chaotic.
Man. I don't think Safari has an issue. I think Safari have been in a few. I don't hear nobody really on the cast other than Jock saying something. Before then, I don't think it was an issue of, oh, you too gay for me, or I can't deal with that. Like, oh, Trick with Bobby. He said he be doing the most. But ultimately, that's what they talk about. He do. Now it's Saucy's birthday party. Carly shows up, and right away, Sierra and Rennie are on her ass about why her and Spice needs to be making up. Sierra told Carly about Spice's organs failing, and pretty much,
which wasn't her place.
It wasn't. Damn, Simone.
Okay.
Y'all hoes.
Sierra, you talk too fucking much.
And do. It like, come on, you doing too much. But Carly does say she misses her. She misses Spice. However, she's not going to continue to beg this lady.
And she ain't going to forget that Spice tried to fucking attack her.
And that's exactly what she did.
And you should.
You shouldn't at all.
A bitch that's going to run up on you with cameras and everything involved. Don't forget.
And we supposed to be like friends, like real friends.
Mm-hmm.
Child, leave Carly alone. Y'all need to be talking to Spice more. Carly been open. Clearly, she showed y'all.
She practically begged
exactly
that woman.
Exactly.
be her friend.
If Spice showed up at Carly's door, Carly is not going to close the door on her.
Definitely not.
So y'all need to talk to Spice and make sure Spice wants that. Carly wants it. Ben wanted. Ben says she wants it. Continues to tell y'all she wants it. But she realized, it's funny how you realize this bullshit with Spice, but you don't realize how these men be playing in your fucking face, Carly.
She realized it. She just dick is a powerful thing.
I guess so. I guess so. Saucy finally shows up. He, tipping the strippers. He having him a good time.
I like how he said I'm paying rent.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what he said. I'm paying rent tonight.
I love it.
You better. That mean I ain't coming here with no ones.
Right. I come to shake some ass and put money in the ass.
Yes. We paying mortgages tonight.
Yeah.
Jock and Kendra shows up, and Zel and Saucy, they pretty much Zel really asks Jock about his interview, and Saucy lets him know that it's different types of gay men out here. Like, all gay men don't do the same shit. So if you thinking that you finna come to a gay club or a all gay men event and they're all gonna be or trying to hit on you or whatever, that ain't it, because you got some of them that's really out here street gutter. You won't even know they gay until they told you that they was gay or you saw them with their man or whatever situation is. So, he just tried to educate him a little bit on that. And Jock just pretty much doubled down on, I don't have anything against the gay community. I'm just not comfortable in that space.
And that's okay.
Period. And this is where I appreciate you trying to educate him, not getting offended, keeping calm, and, just trying to let him know, other aspects of your community. So that was nice. You can tell you definitely have experience in this shit. They're adulting. Do it right. That's what adulting looks like. Let's see. Saucy and Zel got problems, we find out, because Zel lied about going out. He didn't answer. He said that he lost his phone, but he wanted to go out. And when Saucy's calling like, what's up, he's not answering the phone because he lost his phone and he been in the house or whatever the situation is all night. Well, ultimately, he just decided to go to a hole in the wall with his friends. And the reason why he didn't invite Saucy is because Saucy don't like his friends. You should have just told him that. Santana would have been just fine with that. He'd have been, okay, well, cool. Because I don't fuck with them hoes.
I know you ain't trying to impersonate.
He'd have said that.
It's just like that.
He'd have said that.
I saw it.
He'd have said that. So that was that. Yandy, Mandisi's Brad, and Judy are hanging out. I'm so happy that this conversation was had with them. So pretty much the conversation was had about the whole IVF situation, the whole process and what it looks like. Y'all already know Judy and Brad has a baby. I think he, about 1 now at this point?
Yeah, he should be 1.5.
Something of that nature.
Right.
And y'all know Yandy wants to help her cousin have a baby, as in give her an egg to a surrogate. Because cousin can't carry the baby, right?
At this point, no.
Yeah, so give Yandy's egg to a surrogate to carry for her sister cousin. In that situation. So them meeting with Brad and Judy was to just get a little bit more information, a little bit more advice or whatever. Let me tell you the first thing out of Brad's mouth when she found out that Yandy wanted to take her egg and give it to a surrogate for her sister cousin to raise. Oh, so that's your child and you got a surrogate? Well, no, that's not my child. That's her child.
No, because the baby that you birthed, Brad, is Judy's child.
Period. They're literally telling you they did this already. Brad carried Judy's egg. Girl. In this moment, now I realize this is a conversation I was having with Tyus last night. She was like, you would be a surrogate. Come out your motherfucking mouth and call me a surrogate around my child. I'm a mother on my Kiki shit. But I see what Brad is saying. Like, technically, I guess Brat could be considered a surrogate if she was not with Judy. Mm-hmm. So Yandy thought this conversation was going to go a certain way.
Right.
And it didn't.
Nope.
It went right on them in DC's favor.
Yes.
I think a lot of people are actually thinking, like, that's your child, Yandy. Mm-hmm. That's your child from another mister. Y'all gonna use a sperm bank, but that's still your child out here. Girl, figure it out. And she also lets Yandy also finds out a little bit more information about the process and what it takes, how she's gonna have to be down, how, she's gonna have to take this, and the medication and all that goes into it. And it had me thinking, like, Yandy, how really involved in this process are you? How you don't know what you need to do for somebody that's gonna have their egg being used? You didn't think that you were going to have to take medication and get shots and change your whole lifestyle up? Miss, I want to be mayor or a representative or whatever.
Another reason why Mendici feel the way he does, because it also affects him in his household.
You're going to be sick.
Yeah.
You, at this point, you might as well have the child and give it to her. Girl, whatever. Honey, they also asked, because I thought this was very important. Brad asks, well, when the child is born and it gets to having those conversations about our family and tree and how we're connected or whatever, how are you going to explain that? Yandy talking about we'll cross that bridge when it comes. No, you don't bring a child in a confused, fucked up situation that you don't have completely figured out. That makes no fucking sense that you're going to bring an unborn child. That's like a woman out here just bringing a child into some bullshit that they know they shouldn't be bringing. I just want to have a child, but you homeless. Yandy, you need to go talk to somebody about this decision. You need to be in those damn doctor's office appointments with her, not just when the camera is flowing. You need to be there. You need to be asking questions. If you really want to win, y'all not going to do this. This is storyline. Y'all playing with us. You get me out of body because y'all playing with us. Carly and Spice meet up. Spice hands Carly a 6-page letter for Carly to read right then and there, but you read it to us over the damn why. You could have read it to her, but you read it to us. Whatever. And pretty much she talks about her feeling used over the whole Mita situation, with feeling like this was like a couple seasons ago, or maybe last season because the season long as hell, when Carly had submitted the song that her and Spice did to Mita for the Grammy situation, how Spice felt she felt used in that situation, and how she is hearing that people saying that Carly's scared of her, in which Carly's like, yeah, like you damn near attacked me. Of course I'm scared of you. What do you mean? And she
like friends don't physically attack each other.
That's not what y'all do.
And Spice, if you felt that way about the Grammy situation, you should have let Mita and Carly know how you felt. There was no reason why you could not voice your opinion at that time. You waited time and time to say that this is why you have some type of ill feelings towards her.
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense because Mita is supposedly your friend first, not Carly's. So I think you should have brought that situation to Mita first, because Mita was the one that was issuing the song in for the Grammy. And then you also should have had a conversation with Carly. Ultimately, if you put it the way that you put it, you use Mita. Carly used you. If that's the way you want to put it. But you need to have better communication. It's not just other people, it's you as well. You are a contributing factor to your situation.
A big contributor to that situation. They talk about, Carly mentions in her confessional, she finds it interesting that everybody that was in the DR with Spice is no longer around, a part of her crew or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Spice validated that too.
Exactly. She did. Because when she said it, I was like, damn, really? And I wasn't seeing the significance until Spice says that somebody sent her a text with a video of her doctor giving PHI, her personal health information or whatever situation is, and how it's in that text message. They said you can use this. Mm-hmm. Spice took that as it was sent to her mistakenly. Mm-hmm. However, she thought that this was meant to be sent to Carly, mm-hmm. for Carly to use for some shit. Because Spice was trying to figure out how it even got to the public, what was going on with her health situation. So because of this situation of her mistakenly being looped in the video that explained her had the doctor talking or whatever, and her thinking it's Carly to use for whatever. That's why pretty much she cut everybody out that she had in the DR.
My thing is, it could have been anybody that was there.
It could have.
The paranoia behind it and why you immediately went towards Carly is what's getting me, because it makes it seem as if the other people that was there were supposed to be closer to you. And you realize that maybe it wasn't really Carly who did it, and that it was somebody else.
I think it was Nita.
That's where the regret comes in, to why you're willing to have this conversation now, because you realize it wasn't Carly, it was somebody else. And so I've already, did away with everybody anyway. So let me go back and try and mend this situation. What you should have done was apologize.
Exactly. That's what you should have did. But you got that chip on your shoulder. You don't know how to fucking just humble yourself.
You should have apologized, and you should have allowed Carly to respond.
Exactly.
You want to say all of these things as to why y'all relationship is where it is, but you didn't give her opportunity to respond at all. Exactly. But Carly, I'm trying to say, and Carly, I'm trying to say, nah, you gonna say that you thought it was me and I did this shit? Bitch, I got some shit to say.
And you
okay, and then you also said the shit about the Grammy nominations. Bitch, I got some shit to say. You can't bring things to somebody and just not allow them to defend themselves. And it seemed like Carly came in with an open mind to have a mature conversation.
She did.
Level-headed conversation, until you start yelling.
Got frustrated with her. Just like you said, you asking, you trying to figure it out. She trying to answer. You want Carla to sit there and take notes until you get done to be like, okay, well, I remember when you said this, and
It don't work that way.
It doesn't, because maybe what she says may garner another response from you. Like, come on now, make this shit make sense. You get frustrated, you walk away. You say this conversation is over with. I'm done.
Your journey is still on.
Her and Rennie.
You need to continue your journey, and you also need to seek therapy.
Indeed.
Your level of communication is very, very low. Your conflict resolution skills is very, very low. Very, very low.
You said like you couldn't even let her get her shit out, but you getting frustrated walking away. I'm a bully.
You got frustrated and then started making up things as if Carly said it.
I'm a bully.
But these are the things that you're thinking in your head. Your paranoia is at an all-time high.
She's narcissistic.
This lady ain't said shit about you.
You
saying all of these negative things that you've read online and that people have said and that you've heard,
that you
and you're making it
prove.
Yes. And you're making it seem as if Carly said these things and she didn't. You are thinking these things about yourself.
Honey.
If you feel like you're a bully, you are.
Exactly.
Nobody has to say it to you.
You bullied her.
She tried to bully the conversation, but Carly was like, no. Let me speak.
Exactly.
Let me speak. You're not letting me speak. And she did exactly what she was supposed to do. But you wasn't listening.
Exactly.
And then you walk away and make a tantrum like a kid.
I didn't like that shit. That gave me real narcissist behavior. You was trying to guilt trip somebody. And you might be doing a little bit of sad fishing out here. That's what you might be doing a little bit of.
Trying to get people to be on her side.
But off of sympathy and shit like that.
Ain't no sympathy, because I watched you try and jump on Carly in Bahamas with all the security and all of this, all of your castmates. You really tried to put your hands on her. Then in this setting, you tried to make it seem like it was we're Caribbean. We know how we speak to one another. It doesn't matter what you say, but your actions showed otherwise.
I think you so. The issue with you and Carly is like we really don't hear, any negative things about Spice like that. And if it is something negative, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be within the Love and Hip Hop franchise, some shit that we saw on camera. But everybody else love you. The only one you have an issue with is Carly. And because of whatever bad negativity you are getting, feedback or whatever situation is, you're solely blaming Carly for it because that's the person associated with it. However, you're not, but you're not realizing what you're doing in that situation with that type of person that has people talking shit about your ass. You don't have that same situation with other folks because that's just not the issue that y'all going through.
Yeah.
But
you already had the animosity and the negative ill will towards her because you never voiced your opinions about this whole Grammy situation. You never said it. On top of the fact that I think I watched your live a little bit and you were talking about how Carly's friend fucked with your man.
Who?
The man that the dread man.
What friend?
It didn't. She didn't say
because I noticed he wasn't around long. I think you showed him like a couple, maybe a season. I put a season there, and that was it.
She was like, "I'm gonna read y'all the 6-page letter." I watched a little bit of your live, but when I realized it, when you were reading it, I'm saying you had an opportunity to say all of these things. Y'all had at least 2 to 3 sit downs, and you never mentioned these things as to why you felt like y'all relationship was where it was. And Carly kept asking, what did I do? What did I do? That was your opportunity to tell her what she did. But anyway, she explained that Carly's friend was fucking with her man. And Carly kept bringing this woman around her knowing that she was fucking with with Spice's man. So on top of that and the Grammy and the whole painting me as a
bad person. On top, at this point, she wasn't the one that leaked that information.
That she thought that she leaked it. But I'm gonna just let you know how I felt in that in that time. This is where I was. But you still didn't issue an apology after you realized that she wasn't the one who did it.
You're so prideful.
Yep, you're very prideful, Spice, and you lack accountability. And you're not allowing for anybody to respond to you because you don't want to be placed in a position where you have to apologize to somebody that you know that your mind was the one that came up with all of these negative and false assumptions.
She thinks she elite.
She
Grammy nominated Spice.
Carly didn't do it. You did it to y'all relationship, and that's okay. You just should have, admitted to that and just let it.
That's true shit. Carly, Spice, this is all you.
Yep, and Carly, just stop trying because that's not a person who's in a position to
the season
give
is over.
You the validation that you need.
Yes,
but like you said, I don't care if you go to the hospital tonight. I'm gonna be there, Carly. I believe you.
Yeah, she's gonna be there.
I believe you.
That's period. Period.
And I think Carly act the fool to make sure she get in.
Hell yeah.
Or fuck somebody to get in one.
Honey, she is not against
that's somebody that you want on your team.
Okay.
I don't think she maliciously did anything to you. I just think it was the situations that y'all was put in and there was a lack of communication.
I could really see you, Spice, Carly, and Mita being a force to get you in some categories, some places or whatever, because we already know the connections Mita got. Like Carly, she got a Grammy seat. She sits on the board of Grammys. So I can just imagine what else she got. And Carly a hustler, period. Carly gonna make a way out of no motherfucking way with somebody else motherfucking money.
And you are the dance hall queen. Y'all can make it work. It's just egos.
Honey, y'all get down in them comments. Tell us what y'all thinking about this episode and all of this damn drama. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, turn on your notifications so you are notified every time we are posting.
Yes.
On Instagram,
TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Daily Motion. Make sure you guys are staying and engaging in all of this tequila that we giving y'all.
Indeed, y'all.
Okay?
And we're going to catch y'all on the next review.
Bye.